Magnificent place, and here we are in the historic city of London, and this place means a lot to me. The 1911 census showed my grandfather as a stockbroker's clerk, and he finished up as partner of a stockbroking company whose office was in Austin Friars. And his PA was a woman who went on to become my mother, because my father was a stockbroker as well. And 40 years ago, I came to work within 150 yards of where we're sitting now. So my whole family on my father's side have been involved with trade, with business. And you know what? In the end, that was one of the main reasons I wanted Brexit, one of the main reasons I wanted us to break out. I think we're a very, very special, very unique country. We have bonds, associations, ties all over the world that no other European country could ever possibly have. And I thought with Brexit, not only will we get back our liberties and our freedoms and our democracy, but we could actually make this country a genuine global trading power. And that was one of my main motivations for getting involved with a campaign that lasted for longer than all of you have been alive. All of which goes to show, if you believe in something strongly enough, if you're persistent enough, in the end, you can win. Now, where we are today, I'm afraid to say that Brexit was a revolution. This was an uprising from the grassroots. The great unwashed decided that we didn't like the political leadership, the corporate leadership, the media leadership, and it was extraordinary, really. But for most of the years that I was campaigning, for many of the years that I was campaigning, there wasn't a single member of Parliament, not one, that advocated leaving the European Union. Not one. But it just goes to show what the grassroots can do. It just goes to show what activism can do. It just goes to show, as I've said already, what persistence can do. And with that vote, and with the attempt to overturn it, you know, Theresa May, the sellout deal, the nearest thing to treachery I've ever seen in my life. Maybe the Tower of London shouldn't just be a museum exhibit. Don't quote me on that, for God's sake. I'm in enough trouble as it is already. But with all of that, and then with the fight back that happened in 2019, which I was very proud to lead, and then Johnson getting the big majority, and I think there was a sense of real optimism that our politics was fundamentally about to change. And it was interesting. The slogan for the Brexit Party was "Change politics for good." We saw getting Brexit over the line as being the beginning of the kind of reforms that this country needs. So you see, you can be, at the same time, you can be a traditionalist, you can believe in the history of the place, in the magnificence of buildings like this, in culture, tradition. You can believe in those things, whilst at the same time understanding that every now and then institutions need to be reformed. Institutions need to be updated. And I put it to you this morning that here we are, now well into the 21st century, with a really 19th century set of institutions, and that we need radical political reform in this country if we're going to get the voice of the silent majority to be heard.